it's more about the journey than it is about the destination. It's not, we don't just go there and hang out, and it's more about being implanted with a vision and then pursuing the vision, and who are these characters, and how do they know each other, and how do they relate to this. And it's a little bit of mystery, a little bit of road movie, a little adventure, a little comedy, a little action film. It's kind of a lot of things mixed together, and I think in a very new way. George Clooney plays Frank, who is someone who was brought to Tomorrowland early and has been somewhat disillusioned by his experience. So in some way he mirrors the future that we used to think of versus the future that we now think of. And you know, George is a guy that not only is he a fantastic performer, but he's a guy that has strong opinions about things, about what he will and won't do, and I think that integrity comes through in his performance and was important to this character. Britt Robertson plays Casey, and she is a high school student who is very bright for her age, mechanically oriented, slightly a little bit of a loner, and not because she's antisocial, but because she's interested in things that other students aren't. And she has been very directly inspired by her father's working at NASA, and she almost takes it personally when the father's job is sort of being threatened with disappearing. And so she's kind of very much the kind of dreamer that draws these pins toward him or her. Athena is played by Raffi Cassidy, and Raffi is pretty much a newcomer to film. She's only been in a few things, and I think she's a really fresh, wonderful talent. She had a very tricky role because we needed someone who was a kid and yet conveyed wisdom without the cynicism that often comes with wisdom. We saw a lot of kids who seemed like normal kids, but they didn't seem wise. We saw a lot of kids who seemed very worldly, but they also seemed like they were, you know, 11 going on 47, you know, and, yeah, what do you got, you know? And that could not happen in this role. It had to be somebody who has seen a lot and yet remains unshakably optimistic. And Raffi radiated that. David Nix is played by Hugh Laurie. Again, we got lucky, as we did with George, in that he was our first choice. Damon and I had in mind, and he's a magnificent actor. A lot of people think he's American because his accent is so flawless from House. But he is British, and he is a wonderfully creative and multi-talented actor.